We aren't here simply to be visible. We are here to be victorious.
Since 2019, the National Trans Visibility March has been bringing together thousands of community members and allies in a historic march through our nation's capital, all in a united effort to make our voices heard. Now, as the march prepares for its 7th year, the fight for rights is entering a new era, pioneered by a decorated community leader.
I am so grateful to step into a position that is of deep importance to me. We can no longer be unseen, unheard, and uninvolved. The time is now to unite as a community and stand tall.
Join us June 3rd through the 8th as we celebrate our strides and create a future we can be proud of.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I am Dr. Elijah Nicholas, and I am the lead strategy director, the National Director of Policy and Strategy at the National Trans Visibility March. And it is just me this week for our virtual activation. I'm not going to be here long, but I just want to, give anybody who has any open questions about what's happening with the march an opportunity to ask me questions. And then I also want to go over a few things for the march that we have coming up, because I know we have so many links that we're sharing for registration. We've got our webpage, our IG page, our YouTube page, and our Facebook page, and our LinkedIn page, which, by the way, if you're watching from any of those pages, please take a moment and share this video. Share. Danny is going to put questions up for me on the screen. So if you have a burning, pressing question, please put it in the comments. Now is the time to get your questions answered. I might even be able to bring a person or two on if we have time for that. So again, please share this video. I'm going to just tag a few people who you know are going to the march, a few people who might benefit from this information. But I want to just start out by saying thank you to everybody who has registered for the march. I know things were a little bit confusing. We have a registration for the Policy and Safety Summit. We also have a registration for the Labor of Love events. And then soon we will be sharing about the registration for the actual march. So I want to start with what's happening on, let's start with Thursday. Thursday, June 5th is the National Trans Visibility March Policy and Safety Summit. And what that is a day of policy, strategy, conversation from our partner organizations like NMAC, ACLU, Lavender Rights, Lambda Legal, and a host. We have 38 partners all together. So we are going to hear from our partners. We're also going to hear from grassroots leaders, from community leaders. I'm so excited. We're going to be announcing our speakers in the next day or two for the Policy and Safety Summit. And I think you will be pleased to know that we've got some amazing folks doing some awesome work, not just around the United States, but around the world. We also have some international speakers because after all, it is World Pride. And so we want to hear from our trans and non-binary leaders internationally as well. And so after that, after the Policy and Safety Summit on that same day on June 5th, we will have a reception that is co-hosted by the Christopher Street Project. And that is going to be at the same hotel at the JW Marriott. And that is on our IG page now. So if you have not been on our IG page, please follow us, National Trans Visibility March. Check out all the amazing things we have on there. And then please get registered for everything. So we're going to have a reception that starts, I believe, at 6 o'clock, and we're going to go through 8:45. And we're just going to have it's an opportunity for trans, non-binary, intersex, non-gender conforming, two-spirit folks, our allies, and all of our friends to just have a time for networking and really getting to know each other. Make sure you bring your business card, either your actual physical card, or make sure you have one that's digital, because we're going to be doing a lot of sharing. So that is it for Thursday. You can again find all this information on the National Trans Visibility March page, which is ntvmarch.org. You can register there. You can find all the information in there. Our schedule for the Policy and Safety Summit will be out in the next couple of days. We'll have a link that takes you from our page right over to the World Pride stage. You'll see all of our speakers, all of the topics, all of that. The great news is, or the other great news is, once you register, if you have already registered for the Policy and Safety Summit, you'll be getting an email to register for the World Pride Human Rights Conference. That gets you access for all 3 days to the World Pride Human Rights Conference. There are some amazing speakers, some amazing celebrities, some amazing activists and activists and advocates that are going to be gracing the stage during the Human Rights Conference. So hopefully you have signed up. We might be opening that registration back up today. Be on the lookout, because right now we are at capacity. I'm so glad to say, and I want to thank everybody who has taken time to register for that. So then on Friday, we're going to come together over at the United Church of Christ, UCC, and we're hosted by the National City Church, as well as our ward and Reverend Carmarian Anderson. And we have a day full of empowerment and wellness. We want to make sure that our mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional selves are intact. And so we're going to have a service. We're going to hear from a plethora of speakers with different faith walks, different spiritual walks, different spiritual talks. And we're going to hear from folks just to see what's happening in the community, and then also replenish and refresh our mental health. At the same time, we're going to be over at the O'Neill Institute, Georgetown Law, where leaders from around the world, again, are going to get together, and we're creating an amazing way forward for the trans, non-binary, and intersex community. We'll be sharing more about that with you all later. And then Friday night, our friends over at the Human Rights Campaign will be hosting all of our guests. Hopefully you have registered for that, because again, we have sold out on that as well. It's a free event. It's registration only, and we might be going into a larger space. So stay abreast of all the updates and all the changes at the ntvmarch.org website, because that's where you'll register for the Policy and Safety Summit. That's where you'll register for the Labor of Love awards. If you have not already registered, there's no registration required for the Empowerment Day. Just come, show up, be happy, be merry, and dine with us, okay? And then on Saturday, there is the Capitol Pride Parade. And I want to just glance over here and make sure I don't have any notes. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Please share this with anybody who might need to see this information. So then on Saturday, we're going to have the Capitol Pride Parade. The National Trans Visibility March will be walking in the parade, and that is a time of celebration and joy, and we're just going to have so much fun on that day. So we hope you will come out and join us for that. There's no registration required for that. Just show up. Again, follow our page, ntvmarch.org, for all the latest information on that as well. Saturday at 4 o'clock, between 4 and 8, at the Hyatt Regency, which is our host hotel. If you have not, by the way, made your reservations for our host hotel, we have extended the dates. Please, please, please make your reservation today, because we don't want you to miss out on this opportunity, one, of the discount, and two, of staying at the host hotel with us. I am excited to share with you all that we will be working with and in partnership with Let me slow down. Game Changing Men. Quentin Reynolds and his team, they are hosting us for the National Transvisibility March and World Pride Pool Party. And so we hope that you will join. We'll be posting our registration for that either today or tomorrow. But we are excited to have a pool party that's for us, by us, with us. We're going to have a great time. Again, that's at 4 o'clock at the Hyatt Regency Host Hotel over in Crystal City. It is literally right across the bridge from the main World Pride events. It's a 7-minute drive from the JW Marriott, which is where our policy and safety summit will be taking place. So come on out, have some water with us, have some spirits with us, and fellowship with us, have a good time with us, and just get to know some people from around the world for our pool party. And then the obvious, most important reason why we are in DC next week is on June 8th, we will have the National Transvisibility March in partnership with World Pride. We are having a rally before the rally. So we want everyone to come out on Sunday morning, June 8th, at the Human Rights Headquarters at 7:30. Yes, I know it's super early and it is for a great cause. Come out at 7:30. We're going to have some fun. We'll have music. We're going to have our signs. We'll be able to make signs for what we'll be getting prepared for the march. And then at 8 o'clock, you're going to hear from transgender, non-binary, intersex, two-spirited leaders and advocates and celebrities from all over the world. And we are having the rally before the rally. We're going to get together and then we're going to march over to World Pride for those of us who need to take a ride share over. Some of us will be taking a ride share right over. It's not that far. And then we're going to come together in partnership with Capital Pride, with World Pride, with organizations from all over the world. And we are going to march. We are going to march. We are going to march. We are going to march at Liberty Plaza. And we are going to let the folks, not just in Washington, D.C., but all over the United States, all over the world, we are going to let people know that we will not be erased. We cannot be erased. And we demand in this moment, we demand equity, we demand justice, and we demand the rights of every other human being walking this earth. And so I want to pause now and ask if there's any questions, please post in the comments, post it in the chat, or if you have a comment later, if you watch it later, just respond to the message, and then one of us will get back to you, someone from the National Transvisibility March staff, if it's not myself. Or if you want to email us, please email me directly at drelijah@ntvmarch.org, and I'm happy to answer your questions. That's all I wanted to do today was come on, give you an update and overview. Again, visit NTVMarch.org. Make sure that you register for the Policy and Safety Summit when we open it back up here shortly today. Register for the empowerment or for the Labor of Love Awards. You do not want to miss that night. Bring your fancy clothes, bring your jeans, bring your t-shirts, bring your tuxedos, whatever it is you want to wear. I'll be in a tuxedo. I might have on tennis shoes, but I will be in a tuxedo and I will be in a bow tie because, you know, one of the things that it is so important to me that we keep up is our joy, our happiness, and our mental health, because that is resistance and that is what's going to get us through this. So thank y'all for joining me real quick. Thank you if you watch this later. We appreciate you and we'll see you next week in Washington, D.C. for World Pride and the National Transvisibility March. Take care, y'all.